Alright, today we're writing equations in point-slope form. This is point-slope form. It's y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. They will give us a point and a slope. We just plug it in a point-slope form, and then we have our equation for the line. So the problem says to write an equation in point-slope form for the line that passes through 3, -2 and a slope of 1/4. So what I do is I plug in 3, -2 in for y1 and x1. Okay, and I plug in 1/4 for m. So we plug in -2 for y1, plug in 1/4 for m, and then 3 for x1. Okay, and then we work out every possible operation. So this becomes y plus 2, and I just leave this 1/4 x minus 3, and there's my answer. Okay. If I need to graph it, I go to 3, -2 on a graph, and I go up 1/4. Alright, so then I have a line that goes through -2, 1 with a slope of -6. So y minus y1 will be 1. My slope is -6, and then x minus x1, which is -2. I make that positive because we have 2 negatives side by side, and there's my answer. If I need to graph it, I go to -2, 1 on a graph, and then go down 6/1. Alright, this is standard form. Standard form we've worked on before. It's ax plus by equals c. What you need to know is that x and y are on the same side. You need to know a, the number in front of x, has to be positive. Alright, is either greater than or equal to 0. You also need to know that a and b cannot be 0 at the same time. So we have an equation like this. Alright, we need to write it in standard form. So the first thing we do, right, we distribute the 7. So we have y minus 1 is equal to 7x plus 35. Then what I do is I have to get x and y on the same side. So I look, and a, the number in front of x, has to be positive. A would be 7. Right, it's positive now, so I can't move it. What I need to do is move y. So I subtract y to both sides. This gives me -1 is equal to 7x minus y plus 35. Then I have to get x and y are the only things on the right side, so I subtract 35 to both sides. This gives me -36 is equal to 7x minus y. And there's my answer. Alright, I have y minus 1 equals -2/3 x minus 5. I need to get that in standard form. But I don't want to have a fraction anywhere. So what I do to get rid of the 3 on bottom, the -2/3, I times everything by 3. So this side times 3, that would get rid of that. This side times 3, I have to distribute that. I get 3y minus 3 is equal to -2x minus 5. Then I distribute that out. We get -2x plus 10 is equal to 3y minus 3. I add 3 to both sides. I'm going to move x to the other side since it's negative. So there's my answer, 2x plus 3y is equal to 13. I have y equals 3/4 x minus 5. I want to get in standard form. First thing I want to do is get rid of the fraction, so I times everything by the denominator. So I have 4y over here. That would cancel here. That leaves me a 3x. And then the 4 times 5 would be 20. So then I subtract 4y to both sides and add 20. That gives me 20 is equal to 3x minus 4y. On this, we're writing in slope-intercept form, so all I got to do is distribute that out. I'm fine with the fraction in slope-intercept form. I subtract 3 to both sides to get y by itself because slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. So y equals 3/2 x. 1 1/2 minus 3 is negative 1 1/2. And there's my answer. This one I want to get in slope-intercept form, so I distribute the negative 3 out. Negative 3 times x is negative 3x. Negative 3 times negative 4 is positive 12. Subtract 6 to both sides. My answer is y equals negative 3x plus 6. Alright, this is just going back over the forms. You have point slope form, which is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Standard form is ax plus by. X and y are on the same side. And then slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. Page, here's your assignment. Page 233 through 236.